Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in, and this is Big B here from MyNation.com, back here with another video. And today we have got NBA Conference Semifinals reactions here, and oh my goodness, we have a lot to talk about here. We have a lot to talk about here in this conference semifinals. I did terrible. I ended up going 1-3 in the conference semifinals, which is unacceptable. And I don't know if you guys will see the leaderboard with I posted conference finals predictions out, but with these three losses of the series, the only series I got right was against the Celtics, but um but besides that, those three losses of the series basically just kicked me out of contention from winning the NBA Pick'em challenge. So yeah, I'm mad about it. I'm not happy. My picked champion going into this playoffs are out, so I gotta hope. I gotta hope at least the Celtics make it to the finals to at least I get half credit about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this series. We have a lot. We have a lot to talk about here in the semifinals. So like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do like and subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever stream will go live. So yeah, we have a lot to talk about here. A lot to talk about here in this conference semifinals. So let's go ahead and start here. So first off, we have Dallas. We had Dallas beating Thunder in 6 games, and get credit to Dallas. Like Dallas is really good. Okay, listen, like I said, OKC, like I said in my first round reactions, the Thunder are a good 1 seed. Like everybody thought coming in that the OKC Thunder was going to be a weak number 1 seed, and they proved to us that they're not. They had a hard fought series here against Dallas. I don't think that they're going to win the series because they had home court advantage, and I didn't think the Mavericks was going to really obtain the home court advantage. Especially when you look at these games here. Um, OKC's defense was actually pretty impressive in the series. They allowed 2 games when Dallas didn't even score 100 points. OKC scored 100 points every time, but Dallas's defense was consistent. Like 117, 110, 101, 100, 92, even 116. These are decent numbers for Dallas's defense. And I'm curious when they go up against the Timberwolves in the conference finals. I'm wondering how their defense is going to go. Like I wonder how it's going to handle. But basically, yeah. Thunder came out strong, kicking Dallas's ass here in Game One. Dallas did. It felt like in this series, whatever OKC did, whatever OKC like they had a run in them in this series, Dallas always did a good job answering them. Like they came out here in Game Two, they didn't win Game Three. OKC wins Game Four, and Dallas immediately responds in Game Five, and it ended off in Game Six with a 1 point win here. This is definitely a tough way for the OKC Thunder to go out. I will be completely honest with you guys. I think this is one of the worst ways you could go out in the playoff game if you're asking for me for OKC Thunder. But yeah, Shea Joseph Alexander, Luka Doncic, they were both outstanding throughout the course of this series, especially SGA. I thought he really did well. Yeah, just take a look at this series in general. I thought it was just fun. We saw a lot of fun offensive moments. We saw a lot of great plays. We saw a lot of highlight reels in this series. So respect to these two clubs. Thunder, I'm wondering what they're gonna do this offseason. Trade a couple guys, but if I'm the Thunder, I'm kind of running it back. I'm not really gonna release anyone. Plus, you guys are the most surprising team in the NBA this year. So Thunder, you're getting closer to where you want to go. You just gotta you just have to run it back with the same roster, and I guarantee you'll probably do better than what you did this year. But yeah, but anyway, Thunder, I meant for the Mavericks, congratulations. You're on the way to the conference finals, and good luck against Minnesota. So that's what I got there. All right, next up we got Minnesota defeating the defending champions in 7 games. Uh, yeah, I was not expecting Minnesota to win this series. Listen, Minnesota's, but here's the thing: the defending champions, yes, they're out. I think this is like the 5th year in a row that the defending champions have lost, and that the defending champion has lost in the second round. But Denver should he win this series? Yes, if we take a look of this series, right? Minnesota came off one of those series lead. Then they won 2 games on the road in your home building. That is one thing that killed you in the series if you're Denver. Like winning 2 games on your home for the first 2 games. That's not a good sign. Then so Denver did a good job, right? They did a good job bouncing back and beating Minnesota on their home floor. So in games between 1 and 4, both teams did a horrific job at protecting the home floor. And then what we see in Game 5, Denver did a really good job on the home floor in Game 5. Then Game 6, I don't know what the hell that was. And then Game 7, as we see there, um, yeah. But here's the thing for Denver, right? If you're Denver Nuggets going into this series, right, and if you look how the series went, you lost 3 out of the 4 games on your home floor. That's bad. That's a really bad way to go out. You lost 3. You go over the course of the season. Denver's been one of the best home teams of the season, and then when you go into the playoffs, they lost 3 games at home. That's not good. That's unacceptable. Denver, you cannot be losing 3 games at home in the playoffs in a series. You cannot be doing that. 2 at the most, but come on, 3. But anyway, yeah. But one thing I would like to highlight from Minnesota, Anthony Edwards out credible. Jokic, he was out credible as well. Both of them, I mean, both of these two teams were like equally matched, so that's why I can't really complain about anything. But if you look at this series in general, look at Minnesota's defense here in this series: 99, 80, 70, and 90. Think about that real quick. They hold the Denver Nuggets to 70 points in the NBA game. They held the Denver Nuggets to under 100 points in 4 games. That's incredible. Like seriously, and give credit to Denver's defense too. They held Minnesota to 3 games that didn't even have 100 points. But but yeah, both defenses were really good. Like I said, both these two teams have good defenses. Both of these two teams have good offenses, and they have weapons that they can count on. But yeah, at the end of the day, Minnesota was just clearly the better team. I mean that's just what it was. Minnesota was the better team. They prevailed, and they proved that home court advantage didn't really matter in this one. I mean, this series in general just proved that there's no home court advantage because both teams only won 1 game in the home floor in this series, which is kind of embarrassing. But yeah, overall, this was a fantastic series. It was an entertaining series, probably the most fun series that we're gonna watch in these playoffs. Nuggets for your off season, man. I do think you guys. I think you guys need to I. I mean, I do think yeah, you guys should run it back with your roster coming into next year. But I would like to see more depth, more bench superpower because that's what you had last year when you won the championship. That's what you had last year. You didn't. I don't think they really have enough bench depth power this season. So we'll see how that goes for the Nuggets. And then for the Timberwolves, congratulations, you knocked out the defending champions. Going up against Dallas in the Western Conference Finals. Now that series is gonna be fun. So yeah, have fun with it. And yeah, that series should be a fun one as well. So congratulations, Minnesota, on their way to the Western Conference Finals for the first time since Kevin Garnett was over there. So congratulations. All right, next up we have the Celtics beating the Cavs in 5 games, and I kind of expected this. I was kind of expecting. I did pick the Celtics to win the series in 6 games. I thought Cleveland was going to win at least 2, but um, but yeah. Also, if you look at this series in general, Cleveland did a terrible job at protecting their home floor in this series. They lost both games. Game 1 was just a complete ass whooping. Game 2 was a complete ass whooping on the Cavs factor. And in games 3 and 4, Cleveland, like I said, did not do a good job protecting the home floor. And then when you don't protect your home floor, you're gonna lose in 5 games. I mean that's just what it is. That's like simple math, right? We talk about simple math. We do about this all the time. That's just what it was. If you don't protect your home floor in the playoffs, you're not going to win the series. You're not going to win basketball games. You're not going to win the series. All right, so take a look at the series in general. I thought Cleveland Donovan Mitchell didn't even play in games 4 and 5 in this series. I don't think he played anyway, but he did. But when he did play Donovan Mitchell, he was absolutely outstanding. Jason Tatum, he could have done a little bit better in the series. I do think for a Celtics team who's playing against a really good Indiana team in the conference finals, Jason Tatum needs to be better offensively. Like we've seen so many times that Jason Tatum was like kind of inefficient, if that's even a word on the offensive end. I think he needs to be more aggressive on the offensive end if the Celtics want to advance to the NBA Finals. Um, But yeah, just look at this series in general. Like I said, there's just really not much to talk about here. I mean, I think everybody just expected the Celtics to win this series about 4 or 5. But like I said, but if Donovan Mitchell wasn't like if Donovan Mitchell was playing games 4 and 5, I think this one probably would have went to 6. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Cleveland for the season, I don't know what you're gonna do with Donovan Mitchell. I mean, you could trade him here to LA. I mean, I wouldn't mind that, um, but yeah, Cleveland has a very questionable offseason coming ahead for him. And then for Boston, like I said, congratulations. Even though I hate you motherfuckers, but congratulations on the way to the Eastern Conference Finals once again for like the third year in a row, I think. So yeah, congratulations and good luck against Indiana. All right, and then the last series that we got here was the Pacers defeating the Knicks in the 7 games, but this one was actually kind of unfortunate because how many injuries the Knicks were dealing with. So if you look at this series in general, the Knicks were actually off to a really hot start in this series. They won both games on home floor. That's what you're supposed to do, Denver, Minnesota. And then we talk about game 3 and 4. I mean, like I said, both teams did a fantastic job protecting the home floor here. But game 7, yeah, this is just the road team finally won a game in the series. But Jalen Brunson got injured in game 7, didn't return to the game. I think he had like a fractured hand. By the way, give credit to these two players right here, Ty Halliburton, Jalen Brunson. They were both outstanding in the series. Um, Pascal Siakam's another good one. Now, who else? Who else? Miles Turner was great as well. I thought for them. So, but anyway, just taking a look at the series in general, both teams had bad offensive moments and good offensive moments. Pacers defense definitely needs to get recognized here because they allowed New York to 89 points in a game. Also, Knicks defense is actually pretty good here too. I think that, like I said, this is kind of like Denver, Minnesota, like two equal teams battling it out. But at the end of the day, like I said, I do think the Knicks injuries to catch up to bite them here. And if you guys didn't see in Game 7, the Knicks fans were actually cheering on the team when they got eliminated. Like the Knicks, like you guys normally see fan bases walk out of the stadium with like 3 minutes left if you guys know your team's gonna be eliminated. That's kind of what this game was. Game 7 was because it was kind of embarrassing. The Knicks were kind of getting their ass beat there, but shout out to the Knicks fans, man. Shout out to the Knicks fans for staying through it. Everybody staying in the building, just continue to feel the meltdown. Even I know it's tough, but they felt the month they felt the meltdown. They stayed with it, and that they deserve a lot of credit for that. They're there for their team into the very end. So good credit to Knicks fans there. But New York for the offseason, I don't think you guys really need to change anything. I do think you guys should be just fine for next season. Like I said, I think you're running back. Honestly, just keep all your guys. You guys still gonna be the same good team probably next year. Definitely, you can do keep this roster. So yeah, Jalen Brunson, you're gonna have Julius Randle back. You're gonna have all the guys back that you're missing off the injury. So next season should probably even be better for you guys. And then beam out for the Pacers. Tough opponent against Boston next round. Congratulations to you guys as well. Like I said, did not really do too good this conference in my finals, but I definitely need to bounce back in the conference finals. So, and by the way, don't fool around with Indiana's offense. Indiana's offense is dynamic. It is seriously dynamic. So, gotta watch out there. All right, guys, and like I said before, like we do every single video, I am going to give you my little preview, which is not going to take too long. All right, so starting off, Minnesota Mavericks. This one's gonna be a show. It's gonna be a show for sure. This is gonna be a damn good series. I can tell you that right now. Um, like I said, both teams, I think Minnesota has the better defense, but I think Dallas has the better offense. So I think this one's gonna be either or. I think this one's gonna be close. I mean, Luke. I mean, you can expect good performance out of both teams. Both teams have good bench power. Mavericks can beat you in any way. The Minnesota can beat you in many ways. So this one's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be a good series to go to the NBA Finals. I can't wait to watch. I'm kind of expecting this one to go to at least 6 or 7. So realistically, I'm gonna say 7, but yeah, I'm expecting this one to be good. This one should be an entertaining series, Western Conference Finals. So we'll see who comes out of there. And then the Eastern Conference Finals here, Celtics against the Pacers. You guys may think this may be a short series. I don't think this one's going to be a short series. I think we have to start crediting Indiana for what they have done so far this postseason. So I'm kind of expecting this one to go to 6 or 7 as well because I do think the Pacers can give the Celtics a run a little bit. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I do think this one's gonna be close. It should be a good. I think it should be a fun entertaining series. Like you said, you have two offensive explosion teams here, so I'm expecting a little bit high scoring for both these squads. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be a fun series. So we'll see. We'll see what that Asian Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals predictions will be out soon. Anyway, guys, that is what I'm going to wrap up for today's video. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do like and subscribe so you guys can get notified. Hit that notification bell as well so you guys can get notified whenever stream will go up live. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off, get this thing edited so you guys because I'm currently recording this Sunday night, so I'm gonna have this out by Monday morning. But anyway, like I said, I do appreciate you guys for your support. Peace out, stay safe. See you all next time.